Hey YouTube, what's up? This is Hellcat here, also known as Agonizer now on my other main account. Today I am doing episode 3 of The Depot on Water Tanks. Just got back from Gamescom over in Germany, playing Black Ops 2, so haven't had time to do a video in a while. So, the M3 released some of the details, or the better details of it, so let's just do the history. So, it was developed on the basis of the M2, decent tank from World War II. There were 6,258 vehicles manufactured from 1941 of June to 1942 of December. So it was a vehicle used in North Africa and the Philippines, and the M3 Grant was supplied to Great Britain and the USSR under a Lend-Lease from the US. Today, so some of the characteristics is it has 310 hit points as a medium tank. Not the best of any tier 4s. The weight limit is 28.7 tons for your tracks. That's what your tracks will support. Your engine power is 444 horsepower on the engine rate here. So I'm running the upgraded stuff here. And just a couple of details. I do have the longer 75mm 37 on this. 20 rounds a minute, 110 damage, and 92 penetration. Just a little bit more than what the average penetration is for the stock gun. So this tank leads into the T1 Heavy and or the M4 Sherman is what I'm getting here, and the Tier 4 Arties if you want to cross over there. The good thing about this tank is it has a decent signal range. The view range is one of the better ones in the medium tanks. Now, the standard shell penetration can go 69 to 115, just depending. The damage can go 83 to 138. This is normal armor-piercing rounds. The armor is pretty kitted out with 51 across the board on the turret armor and 51, 38, 38 on the hull. Traverse speed with the tracks is 40 degrees per second, and speed limit is 38 kilometers an hour. Now here's my configuration. I have the 75 long, as I already showed you, the M3 Stort also turret, that's what comes stock, the Chrysler A57 engine, the VVSS T41 suspension, and the SCR 200, which is the stock radio. So my crew, all at 66% here, with 2 gunners, a driver, a radio operator, a loader, and your commander. So it's a decent tank, guys. The big cannon here, it's a limited turret, sort of plays like a TD, but it has the small turret up here that they used in World War II and stuff like that. Alright guys, so we're going to jump into a game here. Just going to hit the battle button and wait on matchmaking to do its thing. So we're getting into a game here, and I realized that this tank has decent matchmaking other than the 7.5 update. We get into a game with a tier 5 right here. Tier 5s right here. So we have the grill, the M5, grill versus M5 here, but it looks like we have one more already. They're having a special right now in the French tree, so a lot of the tanks in the Artie line are discounted on that for 50%. I did notice that this tank is actually decent depending on penetration. As you can see here, pretty decent profile. The only bad thing is your cannon doesn't proceed over a hill more than the one that you don't use. So you're getting hit in that topped cannon tons more than you are in your actual tracks and any other part of the tank. So on this tank, I have 40 armor-piercing rounds, 3 high explosive rounds, and a manual fire extinguisher and a small first aid kit. I used to have a repair kit on here, but I realized 9,000 per battle. I'm actually losing money, so I just outfitted it with the first aid kit and the fire extinguisher. Works pretty well. The repair cost isn't much, and neither is the resupply cost. Alright, so my main strategy right here is to get as close to the cap as possible while sticking with heavies. This tank is not that great on taking on the heavier tanks, or even sometimes taking on a T50 because they're fast enough to get out of your view. So right here, as you can tell, I'm showing you the limited rotation. It goes from here all the way over here, and the accuracy on this tank is fairly decent. I'm saying if you have a shot up to around 200 meters, you're gonna have a really good hit. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is I noticed the T46 up here. It's right on the other side of the city. It's a decent radio range, as I said. they're pushing their heavies to the west side of the cap, and that's could be a good and a bad thing depending on what happens with anything over here on the east side. I see this T-46. I'm going to push up as much as possible before I really have to do any shots. I want to save the accuracy in this tank because really wasting anything is bad on this tank. I mean, you're going to lose money if you don't shoot and hit because you're not using your shells consistently. This is probably one of the longer games I'll have. I love this tank. It's great. There's the M8. It does 111 damage to tanks like this. As you can see, I did get a kill there. He rammed me and took about 50% of my health out. So, I'm going to push up here. I'm going to come around the city. And I really did not want to run into this Panzer IV. Not the best decision here. Sniper mode is my friend right now. And as I can see, he's not even looking at me. So, take a shot here. There's 126 damage on the Panzer IV that I really didn't even want to face. The bad thing about this, sometimes it doesn't pen, and I have a Churchill shooting at me. So, I'm going to die here. As the reload speed is consistently bigger than mine. Alright, so I did die. I did get one kill, though. I can't really tell you much more about this tank. But it's a great tank, guys, if we're going down the American line. And you're going to get the T110E5. Definitely go for the shot. I mean, it's a great... I heard that the Tier 10s are amazing in the American line. If I ever do get my KV1 back on this account, I will be doing a video on that. As of right now, though, these are the two tanks I have, working on getting the T1 Heavy, and also working on getting Premium to show you guys some more tanks. I'm also going to try to grab a couple of lower tier tanks and show them off too. You guys have any suggestions? Leave them in the comments. I'm also trying to get an invite code for WoT Tanks, so if anybody wants to get an invite code for like the gold or the anything like a premium tank or something, let me know. And I'll be trying to get one off the website here soon, talking to the admins and everything. And maybe they'll give me one. I mean, as long as I get known on YouTube. And I think it'll be worth it, guys. But I think I'm going to watch the rest of this battle play out. So just to look at the KV1 here. It's really good with the, not that great stock. You just really want to get the 85mm as soon as possible. I know it's a little bit out of your way from getting the tank, but yeah. Battle Heroes here. My personal achievements, as I said, I don't want to waste as many shots as I would in a different tank. So I took 6 shots and hit 4. I mean, hitting anything from 50% or above can really increase what you do with this tank. So, as I said, guys, just leave a like, maybe comment, tell me what tank you guys want next. Anything above tier 5 I don't feel comfortable doing right now because I'm not experienced in those kind of battles. I have a tier 4 already on the French line and a couple other arties that I could use, so let me know what you guys want. Thanks for watching, guys.